We are actually in Wisconsin, and we're actually at a Maricold up in Appleton, Wisconsin. We have just gotten ourselves loaded, and I had swung by the house and grabbed a couple things, but I don't have the stuff set up yet. Don't have my camera set up yet. But figured I'd quick do this. I gotta get all my microphones set up. I don't understand what is going on here with truckers. They're parking all the weird places around here. But we are loaded up. We are heading off to Fort Worth, Texas on Meacham Boulevard. We have ourselves a pretty light load. We only have 10 pallets, frozen breaded mozzarella cheese sticks. 19,254 pounds. It's a light one. So we're all loaded up and we're off for Texas. Good times. I did grab a few things. A little crooked there. I did grab a few things. I did not mount my horn back up. I don't have my chrome back on. It was a very, very quick stop. I didn't have any time. I got held up really bad last night at Oconomowoc. I had a 10 o'clock appointment last night. I showed up there at 9 p.m. I didn't get unloaded until 11 a.m. this morning. I know that I was there and they didn't get me into a door until 11. And then somebody called me and they were like, "Why are you not door 425? The guy couldn't speak any English, and I'm like, "Because nobody's called me." "Nobody called you? Oh, you're supposed to be door 425. And I'm like, okay. And I hung out the phone, fired up the truck, started to go. And then I said, as I'm just starting to take off, I get another phone call. Yeah, hey, we need you to pull over to door 425. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in right now. I said, somebody just called me 30 seconds ago. Oh, okay. So then I went over there and I was in there a couple minutes and the light turned red pretty fast, and the lumpers were in there and they did their thing. I tried to go to sleep because I pretty much drove like 750 miles to get there, so I was pretty tired. Went to sleep, tried to, and I was laying there for about 45 minutes or so, just falling asleep. My phone rang. I answered it. It's a lumper service. Yeah, you're all done. You're all unloaded and everything. There's no charge because your XPO is prepaid. Yeah, as soon as the light turns green, you come in and get your paperwork. Well, I've fallen for that trick before there. And that, you know, you do that and then you go in there, oh, my light's green. We'll call you. And the guy, he's this little tiny black dude. And the guy's just got this really bad attitude. He just, it's really, really cocky and stuff sits back there. Just jumps all over you. And it's like, I don't know, they told me to come in. No, we'll call you. And then I've been in there sometimes for hours and hours, and I said, somebody comes out the door. Yeah, you've been done for a while. You should go in and get, well, nobody's calling me. Yeah, I know, they forget to do that all the time. And so I sat there for a couple hours waiting for the light to turn green. Finally, it wasn't turning green. I was like, forget it, I gotta go to sleep. So I laid down and went to sleep. I think I slept for like 2 hours, something like that. I got up, light was green, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go in. I had no phone call. Walked in there, stood in line, got up there, said, I haven't got a phone call. I said, but I got a phone call from the brokers like 11:30, 11:45 yesterday. I was done. So I don't know when I got the green light. Punch in this computer. No, it's because you're not done yet. Whatever. I went out, I went to sleep, tried to, laid there for a few more hours. finally woke up, it was like 6:30. I'm looking at my phone, I'm like, are you serious right now? So I got up, walked in there, it's a whole new shift. I walk in there, give them my paperwork. I'm like, I haven't gotten a phone call, but I've been here since yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Done this one many times. Never been like this. She's messing around with the computer. She goes, well, that's because you're not done yet. I'm like, lady, how am I not done? I said, this stuff is all palletized. It's all separated. This is easy. I said, we do this load all the time. It's a couple hours. I don't know. I don't work out there. I work in here, and you're not done. I was like, whatever. I went out, you know, they just make you mad, get you all festering. I went out there, sent a message to the boss. I'm like, you know, you might want to start getting on the horn here. I said, because I can't get out of here. They won't give me my paperwork. They won't talk to me about it. They won't, you know, check into it. And sat there for hours again, and finally I sent him a message. I was like, I was supposed to do something today, but I guess that's done with. I says, I can't. I said, I'm not going to get out of here. I says, I guess you're not going to call him or something. I don't know. And then it was like 45 minutes later, I got a phone call from him. Oh, you're done. I couldn't believe it. It just makes you all frustrating, mad. I know what it was, is that somebody was probably checking in last night or whatever, started checking it in, and I actually heard guys, a bunch of lumpers were talking in there about how there was a fight in there, that one of the check-in guys was telling one of the lumper guys that he had to rewrap something or whatever, and they got mad or something, and it turned out to be a fight and everything else. And the guy was all bragging about how he punched some guy or something. So who knows? That was probably the guy who was doing my load. I had a guy left, or that happened, and they forgot about it. Man, there's a whole bunch of food trucks down there. It's like 7 food trucks all lined up in a row. Must be the spot. But he was all bragging about it and everything, and it was probably my guy, and then it probably, who knows, maybe he went home, I don't know. But my product was by just sitting there all night long. And I think my boss did finally call, and then he probably went, I wonder what's going on. And he might check it in, it was why he's sitting there in the dock. Oh yeah, we probably should finish this. Who knows? But it got me way behind. Really not rough night of sleep. A couple hours here or there. We're gonna do what we can. I didn't get the time to do some stuff today, but I got things thrown in the truck enough that I can survive and move on down the road here for a while. So that's what we're gonna do. Head down to Texas. Is going to be at the North Star. I like watching the Jay Leno's Garage on YouTube. Got some interesting stuff on there. Some interesting cars, antique stuff, but then he also looks at brand new cars. Looks at crazy machinery and stuff. Pretty cool stuff he does. He knows his stuff about restoring cars, I'll tell you that. But guys, we have made it down here to Cuba, Missouri last night. It's a little truck stop, just right by a truck wash over here. Blue Beacon, I believe it is. And John over at JBG Travels, he actually turned me on to this place that pretty much able to find a parking spot here all times of the night and everything. And I came rolling in here about 1:30 in the morning, and sure enough, I parked here the last time I came down here too. And that time, same thing. So we have done our 10-hour reset. We are off for Texas. We got ourselves about 600 miles to go. Kind of gloomy skies. Almost looks like maybe some storms moving in and stuff, which would not be bad. Clean off some of these bugs on the windshield. I got lots of bugs because running at night in the summertime, you get lots and lots of bugs. But I gotta stop for fuel here. Probably over by Springfield or something. Well, good morning, boys and girls. We are empty down here in Fort Worth, Texas. It was a very quick unload. I only had 10 pallets. They were all stacked up, all nice and neat and everything, all the same exact products. So I think total unload was probably about 15 minutes here at Americo. That's like a record or something. But I haven't heard from the boss at all, and I just sent him a text message and said, well, I'm empty. Do I head to Dannon or what's going on here? And he said, no. You're heading to the Americold over on Samuels Avenue, and it doesn't pick up till tomorrow. So there we go. I actually got to check out here, see if they want to look inside my trailer. Alright, we are clear to leave Americold. Providence. Territory. Oh, here's this, see this guy right here? This guy does this. He's got himself, that's his Chevy there, Suburban or whatever. It's like one of those food trucks. I see this guy all around these different places every once in a while. And I mean, he's always in different vehicles. I've actually seen him in a Cadillac Escalade. And he just puts a sign on top of there and pulls in and sells food. Kind of crazy. I don't know. Doesn't have a food truck. He just uses the vehicle. I've never bought anything out of there. I kind of stay away from the food trucks, but I've seen him over at the other Americold that I'm heading to. And it's kind of just weird. It was a Cadillac Escalade. Like, he can't afford a food truck, but he's driving a pretty nice truck. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to the other Americold, and this road is terrible. I'm gonna head over to the other Americold, and the guy over there, he's pretty cool with me. I've had okay, relations with him and stuff in the past, and trying to get loads taken care of and stuff. What is going on here? There's a car there with their flashers. This truck is sitting here. I'm gonna stay back a little bit, just in case I have to jump into the other lane here. Not really sure what's happening here. But I'm gonna check in with him and just see if there's any way that he can load me up today. He might be able to. The boss sent me the load information. I said to him, I said, how about the load information so I can maybe see if I get loaded early. The guy's not, he's all right. And he sent it to me, but then I started remembering, I think they will take you early, but you have to pay them. They charge you kind of almost like a late fee or whatever. But they charge you and then they'll load you earlier or unload you earlier or whatever. I don't know if the boss is willing to pay that or not. I don't know. I'll go over there and see and talk to him and see what it is. and then I'll let the boss know, and we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I'll be sitting there till Friday morning, till tomorrow morning, which isn't the worst thing because, you know, I still have a ton of stuff I need to put away, and everything's kind of in bags. I just kind of threw it in here. I didn't have no time at my house, so I just kind of threw everything into the truck, and so it wouldn't be bad. Plus, it'll give me time to do editing on videos. I need to get that taken care of. Oh, it was like a sneeze and a snort at the same time. I don't know what that was. I started to come out, and then it went right back in. That was weird. Cause I started to sneeze, but then I hiccuped inward. It was really weird. It felt weird too. Who knows? But it's only a couple miles down here, so. The view. I wonder if there's like 5 angry women in there that sit around a table and complain about everything. Get it. I thought it was funny on that. I don't know what her name is or what. She made a comment when Trump was running for president. If he becomes president, I'm leaving the country. She's just always so. I gotta think that it's probably because of her that Trump became president. I think everybody wanted to get rid of her, so they voted for Trump. But of course, she didn't leave. It's like a little Mexican restaurant right there. I think that was. It's pretty much right down the road from where I am, so I don't know, maybe later on I'll get some dinner. It's not that far of a walk. I said something to my boss, and he was all like, oh, have you heard of this app or whatever? He told me some name of some app. He's like, they'll go grocery shopping for you and bring it to you. I'm like, yeah, you're too much into apps and stuff. I don't need somebody to go grocery shopping for me. So here's what I always talk about, guys. See, that other Americold, it's like a ghost town in there. There's so much room and everything else, but they won't let you in there basically until a half an hour. It's supposed to be a half an hour before your appointment is when you're able to come in there. And, I mean, this place here, you come in, there's no security. I don't know if they have somebody who runs around or something, but there's no security gates you got to go through, none. You pull in here, and you go and check in and stuff, and if you're early, you could have come in here the night before. if you're, you know, late or what, you could stay here if you want to. They don't care. They don't kick you out or nothing. I mean, this place is not like great or something. I'm gonna actually park over here. Park back this way. There's a guy out here next to the Prime guy. He's like, he's not parked right. He's gonna end up taking up 2 spots. He's gonna make a parking spot. So while there's like nobody here and a bunch of room, I'm gonna park in front of these concrete barriers because nobody ever likes to park in here because it's kind of tight to back in. This other guy is just, he's not parked right. He's got so much room between him and the guy next to him that he's gonna, and if I park right next to him, then that messes up another parking spot. Kind of thinking I'll probably be here until tomorrow. Well, there we go. I'll go check in. I'll see what they got to say, but I'm kind of thinking I'll probably be here tomorrow. I don't know if it's really worth it to pay for me to get loaded here early or not. But I'll go check in and see what they have to say. See how much it is, let the boss know. He can make that decision. Here comes the guy that's parked here, goofy. So I will let you guys go. We'll see what happens. I hope that everyone out there was having themselves a great day, great night as they're watching this here video. And if you're not, certainly just try that all over again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.